Within these halls, great knowledge grows outside the walls.
Hello, and welcome to a new DROD LP. This is Journey to Rooted Hold, which is a hold that I'm sure everybody knows at this point. I have just gotten off of doing several fairly challenging custom holds, and I kind of wanted to do something easier. I've been meaning to replay this in the new 5.0 engine, the Second Sky engine, in order to get all of the challenges achievements there. So this seemed like as good an opportunity as any. So this is going to be not blind, obviously. I have mastered this hold in the past, but I've not completed the remake version of it. I did start playing it a while ago and got, I think, around level 10. So there's not really going to be anything slowing me down up to that point anyway. And I mean, this is going to be quite a bit easier than the stuff I usually play, so it'll probably be pretty quick all the way through. One other thing that's just kind of neat for me personally is that I have completed every hold that was released before April 1st, 2005, which is the release date of Journey to Rooted Hold itself. So this kind of marks the point where I've been making progress on the custom content for this game as well. So kind of treating myself to a hold that I know I like after some of those other holds that I played. Which, I mean, there were a lot of good holds there. Anyway, let's just get into this. Journey to Rooted Hold, first level. It is always recommended that in addition to the main entrance, each dungeon should have an additional alternate entrance whose existence is kept secret. This can be useful in case of emergencies such as cave-ins or bad faith on behalf of the client. From the Architect's Manual, Dungeon Architects Association. I don't care what it is you're doing. If you want Half to come with you, you need to pick up the laundry on the way home, on the way back. It's his chore. Beethro Budkin, Beethro's sister. Oh, reading difficulties. Great start. Alright.
Half, you stay here. I'm scouting ahead to make sure it's safe for you.
Okay, Uncle Beethro.
It'll be really good to play with Half. Out of all the official holds...
Half, what did I just say? Just stay here, okay?
Sure, no problem.
This is the only one where Half really has a prominent role. He's kind of just a side character throughout all the rest of it. And certainly his usage in puzzles as a puzzle element is really just limited to this game with a few tiny exceptions. And also, obviously, the custom holds. If you want more Half, you can play custom levels for that.
Jeebus, where'd Half go?
So this is what we have to look forward to here. Only a master of the obvious shall pass. Oh no, the bumping. This room will not have high scores, so I don't need to worry about any inefficiencies on my part there.
I need to get back to the 10th level exit room. That's to the west, I think.
I will not be optimizing this as we go. I will probably make token effort to optimize... Like, I'm not going to be wasteful on my moves, but optimizing is probably something I will only ever actually do on my own, off camera. I can't imagine watching somebody optimize would be all that interesting. But I don't know, maybe.
Some sneaky sneak thought I'd miss this one, but Beethro spots them all.
But regardless, the person to watch for that would probably not be me. I was thinking about that. I mean, Karen Miller did some really interesting optimizing RPG videos, which obviously that's a game that I think lends itself to optimization much more than this one does, as far as interesting for viewing. But I don't know, I've never actually watched somebody trying to optimize regular DROD rooms, so maybe it would actually be a good time.
Hey, I wondered where this got to. I was worried that the Dungeon Architects Association seal wasn't anywhere in King Dugan's. Not like the architects to not mark their own work. Normally they make it out of walls or trapdoors or something. First time I've seen it laid out like this.
Yes, the Architect Oath? Oh. I did not know that that was going to be sung out loud for me. Very nice. I wonder if that's a 5.0 edition. Probably, because... Oh, I played this level in 5.0, but that was like a couple years ago. I don't know. Anyway. Let's just rush through this. There's not too much to say or do about these obligatory tutorial rooms. Just showing you about the basic mechanics of the game. Hit the orb to open the door. Or close the door, in this case. Once you hit all the orbs, you can get through all the doors. Clicking on an orb highlights the doors in green. Now that we're playing in the 5.0 engine, we can also click on a door to see the orbs that affect it. Green for open, red for close, which is a huge improvement. Thank you so much to Caravel for implementing that in the second sky. Alright, I'm technically... I had to check. Yeah, this is a room that has demos. And I did not do it. So if I wanted to... Well, for one thing, we would be facing this way. Almost certainly. And then that would probably be... Yeah, there we go. That would be how you do that. First place tie. I'm not going to be optimizing all of these, but, you know... Something really simple like that, I figure I can make the effort. Inflate my score while I'm at it, you know. Challenge. Reach this point with the roach still alive. Okay, well... I guess this is the first time we're going to be doing that. I don't remember this particular challenge at all, but I don't imagine it'll be that difficult. Let's see, I can do this. Yeah. A cat and roach game. First achievement. Yeah, and I don't... I played this before, but this was before I had it on Steam, like the 5.0, so all of these will be new Steam achievements anyway, which is, I guess, is another motivation for doing this. Achievements are one of those silly things that I sometimes care about. Yeah, as you can see, we're already at the point where I'm just not going to be optimizing this.
Health, why are you over here?
Oh, apparently that's the best I've ever done on that room. That's pretty sad, actually. Okay.
Guess he didn't hear me. Hey, how'd he get in front of me? As soon as I catch up with that boy, we're heading back. Can't let him run around a dungeon like this. It's crazy.
Tunnel, the first new element in Journey to Rooted Hold. Might as well get my better score for that one too. Yeah, I don't think I'd done that before.
Health,
Hey, Unc.
stay right there.
So something I found playing through a bunch of old Architect Edition holds is that it's actually kind of fun to...
Also, I can zag.
Knock it off. We gotta go home.
But I can't zig while I'm zagging. At least not yet. Come and get me. Ha ha.
Little punk, I'll come and get you, alright?
later. But optimizing easy rooms can be...
Made it back to the old rooms. Guess there was a cave-in. Kinda looks like somebody knocked the ceiling down on purpose. Who would do that?
Yeah, kind of, what was I trying to say? Trying to optimize easy rooms can make a lot of the less sophisticated and less interesting holds of the Architect Edition era a lot more interesting to play through. So optimizing, that's where I've done most of my optimizing, is just in really bad rooms. Don't turn your sword after striking the orb. Okay. Maybe we'll face this way and we'll try to use this rock. And then as long as we come down this way... don't turn from the task. No other exits here. Nope.
me, haha.
Little punk, I'll come and get you, alright?
Woohoo! I go where I want.
Quit screwing around. It's dangerous down here.
Yeah, and like the challenges on this floor, I mean, they've been pretty easy so far, but these kinds of things do definitely help for more experienced players playing through easier holds like this. I suppose if you're somebody who's just playing this for the if this was your very first DROD hold, and you bought it off Steam, you might be better off ignoring the challenges. Right, so this one, I already know what this one's going to be. Yep, don't go through the tunnel. I'm actually going to fail this just because I happen to know there is a dialogue change for this.
I've seen better. You didn't have to go through the tunnel, you know.
I'm not here to impress you.
Yeah, because a lot of these challenges, before challenge scripting was actually a thing, they just have voiced characters doing all that. Makes sense.
Woohoo! I go where I want.
Quit screwing around. It's dangerous down here.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to go right into that spot. I can't remember if there's a way to do it without actually standing on the tunnel. But as long as I don't go through it, I should be okay. I'm probably going to lose the dialogue if I exit the room this way now. I mean, I guess I could test that.
Your swordsmanship measures up to my personal standards.
So what? Who are you anyhow?
Just a guy who likes to hang out here and watch.
Alright. So challenge complete. Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Let's go, little Bumpy. I knows the way.
And also the best I've ever done on that room. Every time those pop up, that'll be the case.
Wants to show me something.
Hit that orb and open the door for me.
I'll be right back.
Stop! You can't trust him! My nephew just ran off with a goblin.
Can't you make Half stand on stairs? Isn't that a thing he can do? Can't remember. Maybe not. Seems to remember there's a way you could show Half actually stepping down the stairs, but I guess they elected not to.
Get past it. Maybe there's another stair going down to where Half is.
But anyway, Half has gone off. He's run off, being Half, doing what Half does. And here we are. This room actually appeared in King Dugan's dungeon, or at least in the remake. No monsters in it, though. Tunnels were not supposed to be an element in that particular game. I guess the don't use tunnels challenge here was not really a challenge, so they're not gonna bother implementing that.
Looks plenty familiar up ahead. Must be getting close.
Yeah, these first few levels should just fly through really fast, though.
I remember this room. Used to be a maze. Must have been one big gubbing cave-in. This is the place, all right, with that smug little door standing just where I left her. Door, this time you're cracking open for me, because I brought my portable orb.
Is it safe to step forward? It is, okay.
Just gotta get close enough so I can use it. Come on, portable orb. Do your thing. Yeah, let's see what we got on the other side.
Alright, and that is, I suppose, well, not the only hook that King Dugan's Dungeon had, but one of the only hooks leading into this hold. Yes, the obligatory tunnel maze. This seems like a first place tie contender. As long as I can find the route really fast, I think it's something like this. My eyes don't deceive me. I don't think there's a faster way of doing that. Uh-oh. There's a challenge here. Probably don't use the tunnels. Oh, don't do that. Don't use the tunnels or don't stand on the tunnels? Well, it doesn't matter. I've accomplished it in either way. Either case. V for victory. Let's see what that challenge says. Don't stand on any of the tunnels. Right, okay. Again, that makes it... Standing on a tunnel makes it so much easier. Because then you're able to defend yourself on one of your sides more easily. You don't see rooms like this very often anymore. These winding passages that just connect various rooms for reasons. Connecting rooms tend to be very direct these days. Okay, so we go this way, this is where the blue door is going to be, right?
I probably gotta clear all the rooms to make this door open.
Yep. Do not see a scroll here, so we'll just jump in and kill everything. As we do. Oh, okay, if I wait, I can get in here, okay. A little bit faster that way. Ah, no, if I go all the way here, I can just kill them as I go. Checkpoint is a trap if you're optimizing. Checkpoint is a trap again if you're optimizing. I think that did alright. Won't be a first place, but it should be decent. 8th place. Yeah, the thing about these, the official holds, is they're just heavily optimized.
I'll be mad if this dead ends on me.
King Dugan's Dungeon, probably the most heavily optimized, but this one would be a close second, I would imagine.
This level is connected to deeper dungeons. I knew it. Wait till I tell the guys back at Smite Master's Hall.
Anyway, pretty straightforward romp. 4 secrets, I think that's all of them, but we have the restore screen at the end of the hold for that. Yeah, not bad. Okay, second level. When signing a contract, every Smite Master must remember the 2 main tenets of the Smite Master's Oath. 1. That all vermin must be cleared from the dungeon, no matter at what personal risk or discomfort. And 2. That the price charged for this service shall be in strict accordance with the pricing scale as decreed by the Guildmasters. Burning Brochure, Smite Masters Guild.
Why's everybody gotta leave piles of skulls lying around? It's depressing.
This is where the game really starts to pick up. I mean, it's still going to be pretty easy, but if you're new to Roach combat, just the numbers here are going to be somewhat intimidating. Yeah, and already we're getting some tricks here. Oh, first death, because I actually screwed this up, didn't I? Yep, there's no recovery from that. Also, why am I turning my sword? I should just do you first. Probably faster to turn my sword there instead of to stab the orb. It's fine. Looks like there's a challenge here. When a challenge scroll is placed later in a room like this, that tells me the challenge is probably only for this part. It's either for this part, or it would be a spoiler for a solution in this part. I don't feel like these puzzles are at a point where you can really spoil the early part of the puzzle. So I'm going to go with something for the later part. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it. Also making sure that you are comfortable with the idea of destroying walls. If I do that, that's going to be very dangerous. Yep, single undo will save me. Alright. Break all crumbly walls except one before striking the orb. Sure. Well, does this sort of imply that we need to have a crumbly wall somewhere? I feel like this might be the ticket here. No, it did not work. Was it just that my sorting was really bad? Maybe this isn't the right spot. Nope, didn't quite make it. No, I'm not going to have enough space for that. Okay, well, I'm starting to think I might actually just have the wall in the wrong spot. Because trying all these variations on these moves... Oh, well there we go. That'll work. Clearing the arena? Sure. It's starting to get trickier.
If I'm not
Ooh.
quick, I'll have a bunch of roaches to deal with as well.
Maybe it's time to see if this watch I got will earn its keep.
I believe my worst high score that's currently recorded is like 300 something place, and it is in this hold. So hopefully we'll at the very least improve that one. Alright. First Roach Queen, probably my favorite DROD element. Roach Queens are neat. They do a lot of things. Especially as an architect, you can use them to create so many interesting mechanisms. And the fact that they're one of the only monsters in the game that'll run away from you makes them quite interesting. The only monster in the game that'll run away from you from any distance, as opposed to things like goblins or wraithwings, which will run away from you sometimes. Or serpents, which will just be serpents. I might as well do this one first. In fact, this one's a dead end, so we will definitely do it first. Alright, and as we go, the number of roaches will continue to pile up. but we got through quickly enough. I don't think it's ever actually going to become an issue. So I guess this is sort of an obligatory... I say obligatory. It's not obligatory at all, but like a kind of a tunnel demonstrational room. Like, these are tunnels, these are what they do. In particular, this set of tunnels shows that tunnels room wrap, which is, well, I guess these ones do as well. One thing I guess it could have shown that did but didn't was tunnels skipping a middle tunnel in the middle. Like if you have a tunnel going this way, a tunnel going this way, and you had another tunnel in here somewhere. But I guess that might be more of an advanced topic than they really needed for the second level here. Now, this is what I mean about Roach Queens being interesting. See, this Roach Queen forces me to take my time. Starting on this room. Oh no. See, there's gonna be a way to do this where I don't... I should be able to actually think about this. 2, 3, 4, yes. Which means if I'm here, they're going to be in a line. If I'm here, they're going to go like that. Okay. And then closest exit's going to be right here. I probably already had a first place room on that one, actually. Simple enough. Okay, this is a neat use of the tunnels, because I need to keep you from going into one of the arrow traps. I think I'm just gonna do that. That'll get you stuck. Could have used these to trap you as well. Didn't need to. Hi, Health.
You're alive.
Hey, Unc.
You're standing right next to a roach queen. You want to get all chewed up?
She won't hurt me, Uncle Beethro.
Back away from the roaches slowly. I'm coming over there fast as I can.
Just watch. The roaches don't come after me. It's because they know I won't hurt them.
Actually, I need to go this way. And I guess this is to demonstrate the roach is not hurting health, but I was a little bit too fast, and no roach actually got the opportunity to do that.
You're right, the roaches seem to leave you alone. Makes no sense at all.
But using health to block monsters like roaches is something that we're going to have to get very comfortable with. Well, I guess not. This hold's not too demanding with it,
It
but...
was a dumb idea to bring you along, but since you're down here, you're gonna help me.
I want to help.
So if I knock on a door, that means you go open it for me.
No problem. Got it.
Oh, his voice is so quiet when I do it that way.
Hurry.
Going
Are you coming?
Yeah, don't worry.
Interesting that those aren't speech lines, those are just sound effects, I guess.
Another thing, I've
Challenge?
got lots of different strategies. You couldn't understand them. You'll just have to trust me. Sometimes you gotta be in a certain spot for my strategy to work. When I tap you on the shoulder, you follow me. And then another tap means stay put. Got it?
What was the middle thing you said?
It's very complicated. Challenge. Enter from the south and don't open this door either yourself or Half. Right, so enter from the south because I think it's most efficient to actually start from here, and it makes you able to sort of skip this whole thing. Well, if we can't open that door, obviously we can't go in there with Beethro, which means that we have to do this with Beethro.
Another thing, I've got lots of different...
So bumped Half will follow me. And then if I do that, Half will keep me safe.
Wait here.
No problem.
Do I want to hit this right away? Oh, no, don't open that door. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Stay put.
Yeah, sure.
We do that. We are coming back through here because we have to get to the blue door. Level clear gate. We do that, and then from the door or the orb, that bumps that. Alf will get us into
Going.
the roach. Another useless orb. Not useless, it makes the room easier.
What's going on?
Don't strike the eastern orb. Okay, the eastern orb is how you make this room a lot easier. This one I feel like is going to be more of a very particular movement sequence. Let's see, how do I open this? It has to be opened with this. I cannot hit this myself, because if I do that, roaches get in there. So, Half has to be the one to hit that. Which means these go left to right, probably. I don't suppose
Going.
this just works. No, it does not. Because I can't step up right away. I'm quite a bit slow, because that's going to be the last roach I kill. Yeah, too slow. So I can't just swing through like that. Okay, well,
Going.
let's let you do that one more time, and one more time. No. There we go. Oh, that was much more controlled and less random than I was expecting it to be. Dungeon economics. Sure. Oh, I see a scroll. All the way up there.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Door.
Got it.
So I have played through.
Get there. Going.
I've played through the first few levels before.
Now I can't get there.
I'm pretty sure this scroll is going to tell me to not destroy crumbly walls or something like that. But let's just confirm that. And destroy all of the crumbly walls on the way. Okay, yeah, there's a hard demonstration of Half not being killed by roaches.
Can I get back if I go this way?
Nope. Don't move Half until the western door is open. So until this is open. Don't break any crumbly walls, and don't kill any queens until all doors are open. Ah, don't kill any queens is going to be the tricky part here. I can only kill roaches. Can't move Half until this is open, so I can't use Half to block anything. So what that's saying is, don't break crumbly walls. That's a lot of restrictions. Don't break this door. No, don't move Half until this is open, so until I've hit this. So I have to... Well, I guess the first thing I have to do is I have to go in here and hit this myself. Because I can't move Half. Then I have to go in here and hit this myself. And at that point, I have to bump the door and wait until Half hits this, and then I can kill the queens. Okay. Easy, right?
Oh, hey, there you are.
Oh, well that's... a little bit awkward, but it's okay. One door open. Be efficient with the roaches. Could have chased her up. Now I can use health as a shield, or I can do that. Walk that. Not destroying the broken walls I feel like is actually a hint here. It allows me to get some distance. Alright, that's orb 2 down. Actually, let's just clear those out on the way down. Alright. So next is hitting this. I guess technically I can move Half at this point. I really want to chase this queen away, but I don't think I have a chance. The queen was here, then her spawn would get stuck on this, and I wouldn't have it coming from behind. As it stands, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, no. What have I done? Okay, I'm going to have to back up because I have done terrible things to myself. Yeah, this is really bad because I need to... These roaches are going to get me killed. Yep. Well, that's not a great way of dealing with that. Did I even clear out any roaches? These 5 are still going to be there. If I do that right away, only 1 roach gets through there. Which is fine, because I can deal with 1 roach. So now we kill a bunch of these, and then we make a run for it at the last minute. There we go. I'm not sure if that's progress or not. Might be. And I'm dead because I... was a little bit too aggressive there. Oh, hello. Okay, well we chased the queen off. If I wait... No, then I'm dead. Well, I'm dead regardless. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do there. Wait, what am I doing? Go in here. Oops, don't break the wall. Not ideal. I don't think I'm making any progress. How many roaches are spawning into this area every turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 14. No. Okay, if I wanted to do this smarter, I guess I would have chased you two all the way down. Well, you're kind of blocked. Oh, I chased you up there. Did I want to do that, or did I want to leave you here? I guess that's fine. We're gonna try to chase you up there too then. Although that's too many roaches in there. No, we're not gonna ever be able to chase you out. That's just not gonna happen. So does getting rid of that one queen make a difference? I mean, you're spawning 4 per turn there as opposed to 2 per turn here. Let's actually be smart about this. Send you here. That's the goal. Was I too slow? No, I don't think there's a way I could deal with that. Unless I killed a lot more roaches on the way down. There we go. Wait a few turns. And that queen is now out of the way. Oops. Well, kind of. Queen's not bothering me. Did I hit this? I didn't even hit this. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. Should get things where I want them. So this queen is really a problem. Did she start there? She couldn't have. Maybe this is the issue that I'm having. Okay, well. Do that. And we're safe. Okay. Safe on the back. Yeah, this definitely upped the difficulty. Can we get through this in time? Probably not. I'm probably dead by doing this. Well. Yes, I'm definitely dead. clear out these ones behind us? I think we do. Just get that cleared. Now, if I wait, after having cleared that, you're not going to spawn any more roaches. No, I think that was really bad. I can probably just keep doing this, actually. Quite a bit longer. Yeah. Got a whole bunch more roaches down. Problem is, I'm not going to get through that fast enough, which means I do have to deal with these. Trying to be fancy there, and it just cost me time. Look at that, we're right back here where it's just going to spawn again. Okay, well that was a pretty good time. Progress. Could kick you out that way. Do we want to? Probably not. I think we just want to go. Okay. There, we've cleared out that group. I could put half here. It actually wouldn't matter because they're not going to be spawning once I'm in here. It's just you. Yeah, they'll spawn a few extra roaches because I did that, but that's fine. Whoops, I should have also done that a while ago. I'm gonna die. I was a little bit too reckless there. No checkpoints, huh? It's my own fault. There's a checkpoint right here. I didn't go up that far north, that's why. Do we need to do that? I don't think we do. Not quite as good as last time, but we definitely cleared out their numbers. This isn't going to be a high score anyway. Obviously. Oops, and we hit the checkpoint, and we're a lot safer this time. Already have that queen in position. Okay, I think we've done it. Yep, got past you. Which is really the last big hurdle.
Going.
And Half has the ability to get where we need Half to go. Okay, now the killing of the Roach Queens can begin. That was a pretty tricky room. Bunch of roach tactics that I don't use a whole lot. I guess that's also something to pay attention to, is if I had gone into the very north here, I could have brought some roaches into that chamber. That's not something I'd even considered. It'd be a very sad way to realize you've screwed up the room. Okay, well, let's back up a little bit. Whoops, we really do want to go up there and kill those ones, but we have the opportunity to do it now. The two that are in that corner aren't actually a threat, because it's I guess a little bit annoying that they're still spawning, but honestly it doesn't matter. They're not spawning anymore. I can break the walls now too. Okay, maybe I can't break those. The
Can I
walls
get
still.
back if I go this way?
Ah, yeah. That was a mistake. Don't break those crumbly walls. Okay. It didn't really make things any faster for me, so I'm not sure why I was doing it. Guess we're doing this in a different order. Unnecessary complications. I would agree with that assessment. Well, that was a good challenge. That one made that room a lot more interesting.
What did I miss?
The negotiator will see you now.
Conquer token? That didn't used to exist. Does not record high scores. Good.
I'm back.
Interesting. I guess they're making... Okay, I think the logic behind this is that originally this would have just been a required room with no monsters in it, so you just step in and you can leave and complete the level, because it shows you as having seen this room. So this way you're actually forced to
Beethro Budkin.
have the
Come over to my
conversation.
desk. Let's talk.
And since this room doesn't have high scores, it doesn't matter.
So why are you camped out down here?
It's a temporary office built especially to handle our situation.
What situation?
There are some places for Budkins to be, and this isn't one of them. You've delved too deep. We want you to go home.
When I figure out what's going on, maybe I will. What kind of operation you running? I want answers.
Mr. Budkin, here beneath, the Empire concerns itself with a grand variety of important tasks. You have no hope whatsoever of understanding the simplest of these.
You're afraid I'll find out what you're up to and stop it.
For sure, your continued muckery will uncover fascinating events and phenomena, but how will you make sense of it? What we do down here is very complex, you see.
What? You think you can just confuse me?
I'm not trying to, but it's inevitable. What do you want to know anyway? Anything you want, I'll tell you.
Fine. Why is this dungeon growing in size past its original plans? There was only supposed to be 9 levels. Later there were 15, 25, and now, who knows how many?
You realize that you aren't in King Dugan's dungeon anymore, don't you?
Where am I then?
No location of importance, but well beneath and beyond Dugan's territory. You've trespassed into the Empire's space unannounced.
So there's a bunch of you kooks down here? What's this empire you're talking about?
The rooted empire whose ends are knowledge, whose means are the perfect machinery of empiric will.
What does the empire want?
I just told you, knowledge. Knowledge of everything there is and isn't. Knowledge of everything that will, might, or ought to have been.
What's that got to do with carving up these new tunnels and chambers?
It all began in the 17th penultimate negotiations between patrons for the forthcoming way of things and the primary archivists. The archivist stance being, of course, that permanent knowledge is impossible without a fully contained environment. The patrons' famous rebuttal: knowledge is lost as the environment is brought within control.
That makes no sense. I'm asking about the dungeon. Who's building onto it? Why?
I'm trying to tell you. It's not really a dungeon, by the way. We call them holds.
Quit hockheading me with your shim-sham and speak some straight answers.
You want to understand the purpose of construction in this area, yes?
No, I just want to know why you people are building down here.
I am taking legendary pains to explain it to you, but I must admit I'm more pessimistic than I was before we began.
You act like we're gonna sit here for 5 weeks talking about it.
5 weeks? It will take much longer than that. I was just beginning to summarize points we could eventually sub-summarize, and after that, properly elaborate on all relevant topics we've outlined. I've got some spiffy charts and visual aids you should look at.
Flaming Fagundo! This is some kind of snow job. I'm not falling for it.
So you want the truth, but you're too impatient to hear it?
Look, I gotta go. You can stay here and blab about whatever you want.
Mr. Budkin, you needn't speak with me any longer, but I sincerely recommend returning the way you came.
Unlikely.
I didn't think so. This is becoming very sad.
Yeah, it's real sad for you and whatever scam you got cooking down here, but I'll be fine.
I don't think you will. If you leave this chamber now, I promise you a Slayer will be dispatched.
A Slayer, eh?
Indifferent? But you've never met a Slayer before. When you meet your first, you'll wish you'd made a different choice.
Okay, I'm really going now. Talk to you later. If I feel like listening to boring threats again.
That was uncalled for. If you looked after my well-being, I'd at least be appreciative.
Okay, that conversation is a lot more interesting and, well, not just interesting, but so I should say, it makes a lot more sense if you've played through The City Beneath and The Second Sky. Because a lot of the things that she was referring to there, you actually have context for once you've played through the next couple of official holds. One point I did want to bring up here, though, was it 17th? Yeah, 17th penultimate negotiations. I mean, penultimate implies that there's only one, right? You can't have more than one penultimate negotiation, can you? I don't think that's how that works. But yeah, this is also, I guess, the first real plot or lore dump of the game. A bunch of other things. Flaming Fagundo, I find that one interesting. I wonder if the Fagundo was an idea they had before, or if they just saw this curse and decided it would be funny to actually make it mean something. But yeah, that is... Oh, it also says the negotiator aggressive, negotiator nervous. Interesting. I guess because they had to change the face throughout the conversation.
Goodbye.
It's a shame, you know. I wish things had turned out differently. Now it's up to the Slayer. Goodbye.
Yeah, and then she activates the Conquer token. And away we go.
Hey, Unc.
And the game now has plot.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Well, it would be kind of nice to finish the first 2 levels in a single video. I'm going to have to go a little bit over, though, because there's still a secret room here. Depending on how difficult this is going to be. This actually looks pretty easy. Yeah, we're going to start going this way, and then we're just going to... Okay, didn't quite have the right angle, but it's fine. Well, maybe I did. Oh yeah, there's no challenge here. I was like, trying to figure out... Like, no challenge scroll, I mean. Like, there was a fantastic room in King Dugan's dungeon where you had to do it without... It was a room with a ton of Roach Queens in it, and the challenge was to not use the invisibility potion. And with the invisibility potion, it's just kind of a fairly simple little room that introduces the premise, I suppose, of the invisibility potion. But without it, but without the potion, it actually becomes a really challenging horde room, and it's a lot of fun. This one, I guess there wasn't really anything in the room that could be used for that kind of thing. Alright.
Here I am again.
Well, that should be it for the level.
Got it.
I didn't have to wait here. I could have just taken the arrows myself, but let's let Half pretend to be useful for a little bit. And he'll be useful later. Don't really need him just yet. Alright, and that's the first 2 levels of King Dugan's Dungeon. Journey to Rooted Hold. With all of the challenges, I don't think I missed any secrets. This room was fantastic with the challenge. It was just, quite an interesting room suddenly. Even if it was, as it said, a lot of unnecessary complications. And I guess we'll get introduced to this Slayer business on the next floor. I will see you then.